underway here in Week 4.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there,
but it'll be second down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A beautiful fake. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Real partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mahomes going to throw.
a winner. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in game.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Travis Kelce from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs had taken the lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Tua.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in a win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the rope.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Hardman on the return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On second down, here's Penny. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On second down, Gordon once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chiefs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. They're executing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes. So that challenge, a successful one. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. 1st month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Gordon on 1st down. Room here to run. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers. Because
there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Then break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st down, Daniels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From midfield, here's Tua.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Daniels, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is third down territory. They've got to get it in for the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it ends up incomplete.
Well, Harvey, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A third down gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And down to the 36-yard line here. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Penny, the first down carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Back now in KC. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Tua now on first down. And Daniels has it, left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Up the middle they go. Daniels. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
You just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Tua to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And Daniels has it over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Tua now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and goal, Tua. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has